So my name is Yiorgos. I'm originally from Greece. I'm trained as an architect, and for a number of years I worked with urban design workshops, and I also taught in architecture and had some experience in consultancy work. So soon after graduating in architecture in France, I worked for architecture offices and design studios. I then was really interested about urban development and how cities grow. So I started my own company with a number of people. We organized public events, workshops in collaboration with local authorities. And this kind of triggered an interest and a desire to know more about kind of the policy side of things, and add this to my sort of design training and architectural training. Yeah, I came into DPU after all these experiences with kind of urban development, urban design workshops, and working with communities and urban development stakeholders. And I did my studies part-time. I was working at the same time. And since then, I've been involved in consultancy, in local government planning work. And now I'm back to my own company, my own consultancy. So the DPU kind of gave me this this lens to look at the city and at the way urban development happens, and that was kind of a lens of social justice to urban development, and I found that incredibly empowering, I think, and incredibly sort of useful to understand how different communities, how different stakeholders influence urban development, and how cities can be shaped by sort of both high-level policy and also kind of community-level action. It kind of broadened my field, my understanding of how both as an expert, but also as a kind of negotiator with communities, with the policymakers, how I can sort of make more use of my expertise as an architect and as a planner. There was also there was a chance to work with community groups, with urban development stakeholders, and both in London and in our fieldwork in Sri Lanka. And yeah, that kind of brought in a very rich spectrum of people, ideas, all the challenges of urban development that as experienced from communities and as policymakers try to address them. So it kind of bridged this gap and allowed me to expand my work in a whole new areas that I would never think it was possible. Yeah, if I'm to sum up my experience in the DPU, I'd say that it's been an incredibly kind of inspiring journey for me that I experienced together with kind of new jobs, new work experiences, and it gave me the drive and the inspiration to act and to bring in this social justice aspect in my work and my career, and integrate all this back to my own consultancy work. So if I'm to look at how my own consultancy has changed, that's I can see the DPU there and how this has enabled me to kind of transform my own practice